Section 2.3, Simplifying Variable Expressions, Part 2. How to simplify expressions. To simplify variable expressions, you must combine like terms. Combining like terms means the same thing as adding them together. You can only combine like terms together. You can combine constants, which are the numbers that do not have letters, like -15 and 5. You can combine like terms that have the same variable, as in 42x and -23x, where they both have an x in them. And you can combine terms that have a variable such as y, like 17y and -y. Remember, like terms have identical variables, which means they have the same letter. Either they don't have a letter at all, they have the same letter x, or they have the same letter y, or another same letter. Let's try some examples. First, it's easier if you break your expression into all of the terms. 4n, or a positive 4n, is one term. -7 is another term, -n is another term, and +9 is the last term. 4n and -n are like terms, and -7 and +9 are like terms. You will notice that the 4n and the -n both had n's in them, and the -7 and the +9 were constants without a variable or letter. To solve them, you then sing your song. You have a +4n and a -n, so they're different signs, and you subtract. Remember, if there's no number in front of the variable, it's automatically a 1. So we're going to subtract 4 minus 1, which is 3n, and you take the sign of the larger number, which was the 4, and it's a +3n. For the -7 and the +9, they also are different signs, so you subtract 9 minus 7 is 2, and take the sign of the larger number, which was the 9, and it'll be a +2. Then you just put it together, and your answer is 3n plus 2. 3x plus 2 plus 5x. First, start off by separating your terms. You have a 3x, a +2, and a +5x. We have 3x and a +5x that are like terms. And then this lonely +2, which is a constant, and there are no other constants, so it doesn't get combined with anything. You can add together your 3x and your 5x. They're same signs, so you add. 3 plus 5 is 8. Bring down your x, and it's positive because we keep the same sign. Then you have the +2, which doesn't get added to anything, so you just put it together, and your answer is 8x plus 2. 5 plus 8w minus 6 minus w. Separate your terms. You have a +5, a +8w, a -6, and a -w. You can combine the +8w and the -w because they are like terms. And you can combine the 5 and the -6, which are constants and are also like terms. To solve the w's, you have a +8 and a -1. They're different signs, so you subtract. 8 minus 1 is 7. Bring down your w, and the larger number was the 8, so it's positive. For the +5 and the -6, they're different signs, so you subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1, and the 6 is the larger number, so we take that sign, and it's a negative. Your final answer is 7w minus 1. 12k minus 9 minus 7k plus 20. Let's separate the terms. You have a 12k, you have a -9, you have a -7k, and a +20. Notice how each term has a sign and a number. We will take the 12k and the negative 7k as like terms, and the negative 9 and the positive 20 as like terms. Now solve them. You have a positive 12 and a negative 7. They're different signs, so you subtract. 12 minus 7 is 5, bring down the k, and the 12 is the bigger number, so it's a positive. Negative 9 and a positive 20, they're different signs as well, so you subtract. 20 minus 9 is 11. 20 is the bigger number, so we keep the positive. Your final answer is 5k plus 11. A plus 4 plus 2b minus 4a minus 6. We have an A, we have a positive 4, we have a positive 2b, a negative 4a, and a negative 6. We will take the a and the negative 4a as like terms. The positive 2b is the only b term. And then the positive 4 and the negative 6 are the constants in our like terms. First solve for a. This is technically a 1a and it's positive, so we have a positive and a negative, so they're different signs and we subtract. 4 minus 1 is 3, bring down the a. The bigger number was the 4, so we keep a negative. We only have the 2b, so we don't need to add it with anything else. And then the positive 4 and negative 6 are different signs, so we subtract. 6 minus 4 is 2, and the 6 is the larger number, so we take the negative sign for it. Now you put it all together and you have a negative 3a plus 2b minus 2, and that is your answer. 10y minus 2y minus 8. We have a 10y, we have a negative 2y, and a negative 8. You can combine the 10y and the negative 2y since they both have y's, and then you just have a negative 8 by itself. You can combine the y's. 10 minus 2, you have different signs, so you subtract. 10 minus 2 is 8, bring down your y. The 10 is the bigger number, so it stays positive. And you just have the negative 8 as the constant. There's nothing else to combine with it, so your final answer is 8y minus 8. 3x plus 2y minus 8y plus 12x. You have a 3x, you have a positive 2y, you have a negative 8y, and a positive 12x. You can combine the 3x and the positive 12x. And you can combine the positive 2y and the negative 8y. First solve for the x's. You have a positive 3 and a positive 12. They're same signs, so you add and keep. 12 plus 3 is 15. Bring down your x, and their sign was a positive. Combine the y's now. The positive 2y and the negative 8y are different signs, so you subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. Bring down your y, and the 8 was the bigger number, so we keep the negative sign. Therefore, your answer is 15x minus 6y. Last one. Negative 8n plus 6m minus 4 plus 9. You have a negative 8n, a positive 6m, a negative 4, and a positive 9. The negative 8n does not have any other n's to combine with, so it's just that one. And the positive 6m does not have any other m's to combine with, so it's just that one. But you can combine the negative 4 and the positive 9 because they are constants and both don't have variables or letters with them. You have a negative 4 and a positive 9. They are different signs, so you subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5, and the bigger number was the 9, so it's a positive. Then you just bring everything down. Your final answer is negative 8n plus 6m plus 5.